Terminator, Dark Fate. Well, a lot of people weren't fans of that film. I don't know. My view on it was, my opinion of the film was, it could have been better, but I don't think it was that bad as people were saying. Um, there's a lot of things that were interesting in the film. Again, it was, this is a film that kind of just sidesteps all the other films after T2, Terminator 2. So anything before that, it's not gonna make sense to you. If you watch the film, you have to have watched the first and second one to understand this one. But in this one, you have a Terminator who's sent back in time to kill a certain girl, because this girl is the key to the future. And you have a resistance fighter who is also sent back, a woman, which I thought was kind of cool. It was time that we changed it up a little bit, changed up the scene of it. Who's also sent back. She's there to protect her. But here's the cool thing about it. I really like this part. She was enhanced. She was augmented, which means she was she was an augmented soldier, enhanced. So, but she had short burst of energy to fight these Terminators. After that, she has to refuel herself in order and get some and relax to build up her strength to do it again. And the cool part was that she's just like a Terminator in that sense. So you kind of saw the fighter, the soldier, the resistance fighter, and the Terminator going at it hands in hands, which I thought was the first time that was done like that. The Terminator, the Rec 9, this is a new version, really cool. They went out on this one. It's a Rec 9 Terminator. It can transform as well, like the in T2 where it was liquid metal. Well, in this sense, it's also like, in a sense, liquid metal, but it's not liquid metal. It's almost like a micro bot liquid. It actually has it can actually detach itself from its exoskeleton, and its exoskeleton can also be live and fight, and the microbots liquid whatever it's black thing, it can actually form itself back into the Terminator. So you can actually have two Terminators at once fighting one person, which is really cool. Yeah, that's, to me, those are the things that make great films, when you have writers and you have people behind the scenes, and you have directors that know what they're doing. They know how to capture people's audience, because you have to go up and beyond in that sense for this movie to be good. Because we have, since, if you honestly believe, you had the Terminator 1, the T-1000, and then you had the liquid metal guy in Terminator 2, the C-100, and now you have now this guy, the Rec 9, really cool. So there's a lot of good fighting scenes. There's at the beginning of the movie, that's another thing. It starts off really good, a lot of action packed. Arnold Schwarzenegger's in this one as well. He plays as well the Terminator from the first one. I'm sorry, from the second one and the first one, because he actually is like both in this one, because he ends up killing John Connor, and Linda Hamilton's in it. She's in it as well. Wow, she's a great actress. I'm glad they brought her back, because they had to. So this is the first and second installment. They had to bring her back to finalize this movie or keep it going. I prefer them keeping it going. But she as well explains what happened to John Connor, which I kind of feel sad up for John Connor, because Edward Furlong, I really wish they would have brought him back now, but they didn't. But she explains what happened to him. The Terminator ends up assassinating John Connor up in some beach town in Guatemala, and he ends up, that was his target, so it's Terminator. So after that, the Terminator doesn't have any other mission, so it starts to build a conscience. It starts, because it doesn't have a purpose anymore. It doesn't know what to do. So it befriends a family, and it gets a family, a mother and a single mother and a child, and it goes with them. So you don't see that part of the movie, but it's explained during the movie. And he builds a conscience, so he ends up thinking what he took from Linda Hamilton's character. So every time there's a Terminator being sent back in time, he was sent the coordinates to her, and he will put on the phone for John. So the mother, that's all she did. She would just go and kill Terminators and drink and pass out. You know, she was pissed off. You know, John was taken. So she felt like like a mother that had to help her son out in that sense. Avenge her son's death. And that's what she was doing. You know, so this is what the movie pretty much is going as when it starts off. And this girl. Now let's get back to the girl. So remember, in the first one, in the second one, remember Skynet. So Skynet never happened. It happened, but Skynet changed its name. Now it's called Legion. Legion became self-aware. Okay, so in theory, the way the movie's made, the whole future with John Connor never happened. So in that sense, like, it's in the future, this young lady who they're trying to save, she has no idea what's going on, and this resistance fighter has never heard of John Connor or his mom, so that never happened because Skynet changed everything. It just formed a different one. So I'm assuming that this AI technology recreated different events and recreated different scenarios. So there wasn't just one John Connor. It must have been different ones. And this story probably is one of them. But here's the one thing: the movie, it's great. I think it was great. I don't know why a lot of people didn't hate it. They hated it because they probably want to see the difference. I know a lot of people weren't too fond of Arnold Schwarzenegger having feelings and being all copacetic about it and helping out and you see him sitting down at his home and with John Connor's mom and the resistance fighter and this young lady, and he's totally like a normal person, and that's the only thing that I was kind of like I don't know if I buy that, but kind of makes the movie. But again, they want to make Arnold's character more personal, more family man. They're trying to explain why he was helping out John Connor's mom, and I get that part. To me, I just didn't see it that way. But again, once they went through the whole action part of the movie with Arnold fighting the Rec 9 and this new enhancement, resistance fighter they're fighting all that. The ending's really cool. There's a cool scene with the waterfall, a dam with the car. You'll love it, guys. Give it a shot, and let's keep the Terminator franchise going. I think there's a lot more they can do with it. I think you have this. If you keep the same storylines in there, there's no reason for it to not be good. You have to just I think we have to keep it going. So guys, give it a shot. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to my channel. Leave me some comments if you can. Thanks for watching.